and see whether we've got any watches. We need to just refresh this. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Company and Cake Live from not the old bakery tea room. Obviously, we're from home. Thank you for joining us. If you are joining us, I don't know what we're going to talk about today yet, do we? It's funny old time at the minute. Let us know that you're there. Let us know whether you've got tea and cake. We've been a bit naughty today. We've got a plate of biscuits because we've been quite busy with a lot of other stuff, haven't we, really? Trying to sort out some stuff on the garden, trying to do some spring cleaning at home. Been shampooing the carpets around the house, different things and stuff, so we just didn't get around to making cake this week, unfortunately. So we've got biscuits anyway, and I've got my my ginormous cup of coffee, and Mum's got a cup of tea. So ping us a message in the comments, let us know you're there, let us know you're watching, and we can interact with you. Let me just do that, that's better. Interact with you like that. Hi Sharon, afternoon to you. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for saying hello. So what news have we got since last month? Well, first up, the weather's been odd. Last Monday, I was out doing some photography with my camera club friends, and I got sunstroke. We went to Somersham Nature Reserve, and it was quite windy, but it was quite warm, and I think the reflection off the water with the sun and the wind, and I got quite sunburnt across my nose, and I felt quite poorly. And then Wednesday I was out again, and it was absolutely roasting, and then here we are today. It's freezing outside, and we had snow flurries yesterday, so work that one out. So it's a funny old time with the weather at the minute. You don't know whether to put a coat on or sunscreen on or whatever, do you, at the minute? It's odd. What else have we got? Afternoon, Rachel. Hope you're doing okay. Thank you for joining us. Let us know, everybody, what cake you got and what brew you've got. We're a bit naughty today. We've just got biscuits out of a packet, but I don't know, I love a biscuit, me. Although there's 12 biscuits on that plate, and there's only 2 of us. It remains to be seen whether we eat them all, but let us know what you're up to. We were just talking about how weird the weather's been, up and down, and cold and hot and sunny and snowing and stuff, all within the space of a few days. Let us know what you've been up to over Easter. Afternoon, Anne. Thank you for joining us. Did you get some cakes made? Let us know whether you did. Lenny's got a stack of cream eggs. Wow.
He did last year, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't remember. You've got a good memory.
Yeah, he got them cheap.
Oh.
He bought them in bulk.
Yeah. Oh, right, okay. I don't mind a cream egg, but I find them a bit sickly. I'm sure years ago they didn't used to be as sickly as what they are now.
No, it's just
unless my taste has changed. Yeah. So Jan's joined us as well. Afternoon, Jan. Thanks for joining us. Jan's got a cross between bread pudding and tea loaf. Very nice. We were going to have hot cross buns, weren't we? But then I couldn't be bothered. When we were getting set up, I couldn't be bothered to get them out and butter them and everything. I just thought I'd just get some biscuits out of the packet. I'd been a bit lazy, but we were running a bit late because we've been doing other things.
Chopping trees down.
They're not even our trees. Sawing trees down. Sawing branches of trees off and different things, and painting, slapping a bit of paint on some stuff, and What's it say? Harley says hello.
Hello, Harley.
Hi, Harley. Hope you're being good. Not too much chocolate. Lenny says, yeah, he's got another 150 more this year. Wowzers. That's a lot of cream eggs.
He's got to eat something if we ain't got pasties.
Well, this is true. There's a pasty substitute, is it? What else have we got to update everybody with? Vicky, hi Vicky, thanks for joining us. You've got your second vaccine booked, haven't you?
Yeah.
Got a text message through. Oh, what day was it?
One day last week.
Stop picking your teeth. I went online and got it booked for the, what is it, the 15th or the 16th?
I don't know, it's on a Friday.
Friday the 15th or
week
the
on
16th.
Friday.
Yeah, so that's quite good. No news, even no idea yet when I might get a first one. So who knows? But you've got yours booked, so that's good. Jan's is booked for the 15th, so yours must be Friday the 16th. So yeah, the day after.
Yeah.
You're having your perm on the 15th. Can't wait for that.
No, that I can't. Shall I get Jan up here with the dog clippers?
With the dog shears. So, Mum's been itching to get back to the hairdressers to get her hair done because she absolutely hates it getting long. And it's been, I don't know when you last went now, must have been December, mustn't it? Just before Christmas it would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's itching to get back to getting her hair done now. So let us know if there's something that you can't wait to reopen, get back to. Obviously, apart from the bakery being open again, let us know if there's something else that you're itching to get back to. So Mum's is the hairdressers, definitely.
And back up the tea room.
Jan's hates her hair too. It didn't look that bad when I saw you the other day, Jan. It looked absolutely fine. I think Mum's is because Mum's is so thick. And it seems to grow quite quick, and all the perm's grown out of it. Apart from
all the grey.
Apart from one little bit at the back here that's still got
Just
some perm.
Curly, yeah.
There's a lot of people who just seem to be embracing their hair, but you're really struggling with yours, aren't you?
Yeah.
Lenny's missing his lovely Christmas pasties. Yeah, you missed them in January this year because we didn't even open up for you guys in January because we just thought the risk was too great and we knew we were going to be shut for a period of time and didn't want to risk buying stuff in, did we?
No.
Like we would, ingredients and stuff that we...
Rachel's going to help Harley eat his Easter eggs.
Oh, I didn't see that. Where was that? Oh yeah, he's eaten lots, got lots of Easter egg left as well. Might have to help him. Yes, I think you should. Yeah. I was on a diet up until Easter and then Easter Sunday afternoon I put a DVD on and I was just thought I'll have a little bit of chocolate and I ate half of an Easter egg, then I had the other half of the Easter egg and then I had the Kit Kat that came with it as well. So I was a bit naughty, so I'm having a break from but I've still got another Easter egg upstairs. I missed a few here. Judith is struggling with her hair as well, so she'll be looking forward to the hairdressers reopening again. Hi Michelle. You've got tea and cake. What cake have you got? I don't know if you missed it, but we're being a bit cheaty today. We've just got biscuits. I say just got biscuits. You can't go wrong with a biscuit. I love a biscuit. McVitie's Digestive, yum. Proper shortbread fingers, yum. And fruit shorties, yum. If I go to the blood donors and they've got packets of fruit shorties as the biscuit selection, that's what I'll always have. Because I love them. And you get 3 in a packet at the blood donors.
Jan's struggling with her hair. Oh no, Judith.
Judith, I just read that.
Yeah.
Hi Alison, thanks for joining us. Hope you're doing okay. Vicky says she just wants the weather to get better.
Yeah, don't we all?
Yeah. Alison said her mum's struggling with her hair too. I think, yeah, it might be just sort of a generational thing where ladies like yourselves are used to going to the hairdressers regularly and having someone else deal with it and trimming it when it needs and titivating it when it needs, and now you're having to do it yourselves, and it's a bit of a... See, like mine doesn't bother me. Mine's just getting longer and longer and I just tie it up. But Judith said chocolate digestive.
Yeah, dark chocolate ones.
No, it's got to be a milk chocolate.
No, dark chocolate.
Milk chocolate digestive. What is your favourite biscuit? Yours at the minute is rich tea, haven't you? You've really gone on to rich tea at the minute.
Only because I dunk them.
You used to be the shortbread. You used to go mad for them.
Yeah.
And then you've switched and you've gone on. Mark got a box of biscuit assortment from work or something over Christmas. Secret Santa at Christmas. And there was a packet of rich tea in it, and was well, they're a bit boring, but you know. But we've all really gone on to rich tea at the minute. They're just so simple, but they're so yummy, and they're nice with a dunk. Let's have, I've missed a couple here. Michelle and her mum are eating a low-calorie salted caramel drizzle squares.
I bet she didn't make it.
Is there such thing as low-calorie salted caramel drizzle squares? The only reason they're low-calorie is because they're tiny, and you need about 4 of them just to feel like you've had a piece. We just missed a couple more here. Jan's suggesting, am I suggesting that hair is a senior's problem? Not so much. I always get in trouble for saying something like this, don't I? I'm just saying that ladies of a certain age are used to going and having their hair done regularly, more so than maybe younger people or something. I'm going to shut up now. Judith agrees with you. Dark chocolate, yummy. Caroline, hiya. Me and Mum have just have half an Easter egg with our cup of tea. Good, nice. Lenny's on a strict one a day egg, and it should last him until July. Hopefully about the same time as recovery from my left arm operation. I think last time, no, maybe not last time we spoke. We seen him. He just had his right arm done, hadn't he? When he came in one afternoon and we were chatting. Yes, I'm digging a hole for myself, Jan. I'm going to shut up about hair and ages now. Club biscuits are the best at blood donors. I don't mind a club biscuit, but they always have the terrible flavours. They always have the orange ones, and I can't bear them. And clubs are not like they used to be when we were younger. The chocolate used to be thicker. And they were better. It's like Trio. I used to love Trio. And you used to bite the chocolate off. And then you used to bite like the caramelly filling bit out. Well, it wasn't caramelly, it was like a fudge almost, wasn't it, texture? And then
Michelle's got 12 days for her haircut. I've got how long? A bit longer than that.
You're going on the 15th. And I don't know what the date is today. What is it? The 7th today. So I've got
8 days.
Yeah, you've got less days than Michelle.
Yeah, well, I'm more desperate than Michelle. And Pel's going the following day.
I'm gonna. It's normally you with the cake first, but I'm gonna dive in with the fruit shorty.
Chocolate is thin.
I think it is a lot more nowadays than it used to be. And everything's smaller. Like wagon wheels used to be like a wagon wheel. Not that big, obviously, but they were quite big. And curly whirlies, whirlies used to be about 12 inches long, and now you're lucky if they're 6 inches long.
Yeah, my mum used to get them from when she worked at Cadbury Sweps. And she'd perhaps eat 2 of them before her dinner.
I know. She used to get loads of nice chocolate from Cadbury's, didn't she?
Yeah. Misshapen ones, big bags of misshapen ones for practically nothing.
I was going to dunk my biscuit, Anne, but I didn't want to be making a mess. And there's nothing worse than over dunking and losing it in your brew. I think Michelle's disagreeing that you're more desperate than she is.
I don't know. I've had to clip mine hair clips because it's. Bleh. Don't lay down.
Go lay down. We've got drink it at the bottom. Oh no, I can't drink. No, I don't like bits floating in my tea or my coffee. It's horrible. Angie's joined us as well. Hi, Angie. I think you made a bit of a typo there because you've called me tiny, and I'm anything but tiny.
True.
Yeah. That was uncalled for, wasn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Quite uncalled for. I'm gonna have another biscuit. No, I don't like bits floating in my drink. Bits in the bottom is nasty. So there's quite a few of you there, but we've only heard what a few of you have got in the way of cake.
Is Angie all right?
Oh, we've got loads of messages come through quickly. Judith's got 13 days till her haircut. I've lost it now. It's disappeared. Where'd it go? Disappeared. Can't read it now. Vicky says your hair's looking lovely.
Don't feel it.
Janice said her grandmother used to dunk her crusts in her tea.
Mm.
There we go. Having a dunk now. I like the taste and the texture when you've dunked your biscuit in, but I don't like my drink when there's bits in the bottom.
What's Angie say?
She said that's a predictive text. Predictive text.
Oh.
When she called me tiny.
Oh, right.
I knew it had to be. There weren't any other way I was going to be referred to as tiny, was I? I'm just going to have to plug this in. Bear with me a minute. I don't know if that's worked. Now it has. Somebody else, Vicky's been eating cream eggs as well. Probably not as many as Lenny. Judith loves Dunkin' biscuits. She could eat a whole packet that way. Yeah.
So could I.
I know of an evening, I make one last cup of tea before we go to bed. And Mum will have the rich tea out here, and I keep hearing the packet rustle. She'll go, put them away before I eat them all. Vicky says custard creams are the best biscuits. I go through spells actually of liking custard creams.
The only ones I don't like are ginger nuts and bourbon.
Oh no, I like a bourbon. A bourbon dunked is quite nice.
It's a fine art, dunking.
It is a fine art. I think actually there was a Cambridge scientist a few years ago.
I agree with Anne. Malted milk ones. Because when I worked for Jack Sutherall, we used to buy them. Malted milk.
We only have them if we get them in like a multi-box, like the Family Circle box, don't we?
Mm.
But no, there was a Cambridge study a few years ago, and I just thought, have these scientists got nothing better to do? And they were working out, do you remember this?
Mm.
Which biscuits were the best to dunk and how long you had to dunk them before it was too much.
Mm.
Hobnobs are a good dunker. You have no hope with rich tea. Oh no, you do. You've just got to time it right, Michelle. You time it just right. I've got a crumb on my lip, haven't I? And it's about timing it.
It's like Anne said, it's an art.
It is. And just digestives as well. Yeah, just a good digestive is nice. Judith said that they're all blooming fattening. Well, they're not, you see, because if, like we've done, we got these out earlier and we put them on the table in the sun, and the calories don't like the heat, so they all disperse. So we can eat all of these and there's no calories in them at all. It's the same with if you've got chocolate and you store it somewhere high up. Calories are afraid of heights, so the calories will all jump out. So that's a handy tip there to bear in mind. What are you laughing for? It's true.
Yeah.
It's absolutely true.
So why you hide your chocolate on the top shelf?
Yeah, you put your chocolate high up, you see, and the calories are afraid of heights, so they all jump out, and then it's better for you. You heard it here first, and I'm a professional caterer. I know these things. Janice said the gluten-free are not good dunkers. No, I can imagine that actually. It's probably because obviously gluten is the thing that holds bits together. So I can imagine the minute you it's going to go.
Angela, it's the way you think.
Yeah, people like that thing, you know, about the calories. It's a little known fact, but I just feel it's my duty to share with these people.
Yeah, well.
There goes another flying pig. Yeah, there it goes. I think it pooed on us on the way over. Oh. I've just had a message pop up there now, and it blocked off my what I could see from what people were saying. So what else have we got to share with these people? So another thing, people keep asking whether we're opening on the 12th of April, which is next Monday, and the short answer is no. You can only open hospitality premises if you've got outside seating, and obviously we don't have that at the moment. Well, we do have it, but just not sufficient. We've only got, what, 3 tables and, what, how many chairs have we got? 8 chairs. So it's not really that practical for us to open just for outdoor seating at the moment. Plus, if you get a day like yesterday where you have snow flurries all day, on and off, you know, it's just not practical. So we're not opening on the 12th of April. We will be in the next block, which starts the 17th of May. So that's the provisional date, but it depends on Bojo and the next announcement to the what do they call it, roadmap, and whether everything's on track. I know one of the things is that Fenland is still quite a high area. The R rate is still higher than everywhere else than the rest of the country, apart from one other place, I think they said, didn't they? Mm. Although that's not stopping things like the hairdressers and that opening. So, but yeah, we've just got to wait and see.
How's my garden coming on? Slowly, Jan. I've got things growing in the greenhouse. My runner beans are coming up. My gazanias are coming up. And my, what else? Sweet peas are coming up. But my status isn't. And my 3 heads of gypsophila, they're not growing. I think I bought a pig in a poke.
That was from Pound Stretcher. What do you expect?
Well, yeah.
But the garden, you've got lots going on in the greenhouse, but don't mention the garden.
Well, yeah.
Because, yeah, well, should we not go there?
Why don't you have a what? Modern day.
Why don't you have a modern day lock-in? Just don't tell the local police.
What police?
That's what she's put.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have any police,
Yeah,
do you?
no, we don't ever see
No,
them,
we
do
don't.
we? We ain't even got one on the PCSO either, have we?
No.
Come back, Ange, all is forgiven.
We keep getting these bouts of antisocial behaviour and vandalism and things. In Bloom have had plants pulled up and stuff, but it's just not notable.
No, because they didn't take them.
They didn't steal them.
Who was that?
We're not saying, because this goes out publicly.
Oh.
I just don't want to get anyone in trouble. Jan said, do we need a garden party? Yeah, but not the sort of garden party where everyone sits around drinking Pimm's. It's a garden party where you turn up, you're given a pair of gloves and a trowel, There you go. That would work.
Yeah.
That would work. Judith has said her granddaughter, she's stationed at the March Cop shop.
All right.
Oh, there we go. And she said there's only about 40 left across the whole county now, which doesn't surprise me, to be honest.
Now, we used to get all them from Bedford coming in and all, didn't we?
They were police, driving, road policing.
Yeah.
The road policing unit, yeah.
Well, what's his face? Adrian.
He retired anyway.
Yeah.
It's quite amusing that we've got a museum of policing. And just no police. Everyone has a job to do and cake and drink when all the work is done. No one would get any cake and drink.
No, quite.
Oh gosh. They made him all redundant, yeah. It's all about funding, isn't it, for the police, that's the thing. Alison said she must live in a dodgy area as she sees them most days. Well, let's not go there, let's not comment on that. We won't, oops, I just knocked that with my foot. We obviously live in a posh area then, because we never see them. Yeah, so I think the garden situation is, well, see, it's like I was saying the other day, yeah, I don't mind doing, was it a couple of weeks ago, I went down the bottom bit and cleared all the brambles that were growing around the garage, side of the garage, and working their way up the garden. I think they originated from next door's garden and then worked their way over. But they were getting a bit out of hand, weren't they?
Mm.
And I cut all that back. And that doesn't bother me at all. It was like when I go out and do the In Bloom stuff. I mean, I've spent so many weekends shoveling compost and topsoil and things. That sort of gardening doesn't bother me. It's just, I find it so tedious. Having to, even digging doesn't bother me, but it's just picking out all the weeds. That's what I just can't bear. And it just feels like, well, you do it, and then the next week they're all back again.
They made a lot redundant, look.
Yeah, I read that bit already.
Hmm.
So that's my issue with the gardening. I just can't be doing.
Wildlife needs a garden. My garden is full of birds.
Not massively. We don't get as many as some people.
I don't know. You're never up early enough in the morning.
No. We don't. Terry. I know Terry's got a bigger garden than we have, but he gets like a sparrowhawk and a muntjac deer in his garden, and he's only a little bit further down Fairway. We get starlings, sparrows, robin passing through. The blue tit seems to pass through. I think there was a wren somewhere.
Magpie down the bottom.
Yeah, the magpie's at the bottom, but they're not actually in our garden. Anne thinks that weeding is therapeutic.
So do I, Anne.
Well, you can come and have some therapy up here, because, wow, Jesus.
I don't know where to start, Anne, to be honest. My front garden's a mess, but I've got to clear, ready for my run of beans to go in.
The trouble is, there's so much of it. There's so much of it, and we can't ever seem to get on top of any one part of it. I don't find weeding therapeutic. It's funny, because there's a lot of things akin to that I do find therapeutic. It's like when I was doing the carpets, there was nothing more therapeutic than shampooing the carpets with that thing. Spraying the clean water out and then watching the dirty water come up the hose. I love that.
Don't tell people my carpets were dirty.
Well, we wouldn't have been cleaning them if they weren't. But it just, see that, and that's sort of a similar kind of thing, but I just find it so demoralising with doing the weeding. A little bit of weeding here and there is fine, but not like we've got. Vicky said that the thing that irritates her when she's gardening is you get it all sorted and then winter comes again to spoil it all.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But then you could get a goat to eat everything in the garden.
Sue.
No, that's Judith. Sue says, you can't beat having a good dunk with a biscuit. Glad you're keeping up the tradition. I have to do my personal gardening sections as I get bored. You see, you try and do that, but then you start in one place and then you go somewhere else. And then you go somewhere else, and then where you've done in the first place, it's got all weeds in it.
No, that last bit in, because I pulled them up, real little tiny ones.
Real little tiny.
Yeah.
The trouble is as well that our fence is down. Well, it's not our fence. Next door's fence is down. It's been down about 18 months, 2 years now, perhaps more than that. And they've got a lot of weeds because their garden is worse than ours. And so even if we clear a section, it soon comes back, doesn't it? Same out the front. I'm liking the goat idea actually. Judith's suggestion of getting a goat. I'd like a goat.
They're smelly.
Yeah, but they're going to be outside. We've got an empty garage now. It can live in the garage. Sue's like you. She's got about 4 jobs going on at once.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you have more than 4 jobs going at once.
Well.
Because you start something in the house, and then you start something somewhere else, and then you start 4 jobs in the garden.
Well.
But
I'll get there in the end.
Yeah, you see, we could have milk and make cheese if we had a goat.
Yeah.
You could milk a goat. I'm liking this idea. Where can I get a goat from? I'll have to go. I'm sure they have them at like Wood Green and stuff. I'd have to get a rescue one. And just think, oh yeah, because it'd be good for. I could practice my photography as well then. Because pet photography is a thing, but everybody else does like cats and dogs. I could be like, yeah, just photographing my goat.
Yeah, whatever.
Now the garage is empty. It can live in the garage. I don't know if some of you perhaps didn't see, if you're not friends on my actual Facebook page. My brother was off work last week. He'd got a week off because he'd got holiday to use up, and we was like, okay, we're going to tackle the garage. Now, I don't know the last time there was a car in the garage. I can't even think the last time.
When your dad was stopped from driving.
I can't even, yeah.
And he sold the car.
I can't even think how long ago that was. And Dad's been gone, 7 years this year. And he had a bit of a thing of kind of like, don't know what to do with this, put it in the garage. Don't know what to do with this, put it in the garage. And so we decided that we were going to sort the garage out. So we went down there one afternoon and we literally pulled everything out and laid it all out at the bottom there on the gravel where we put the cars. And I'd got the broom and I was sweeping it because there was cobwebs everywhere. Mark won't do that because he really doesn't do spiders. And then we sorted it all out, and there was not really much of it we were going to keep, but we put it all back because then a week later, I think it was about a week, wasn't it? No, it couldn't have been that long. I don't know.
No, it was just.
It was on the Friday of that week. My brother's friend came along with his big van, and we literally just loaded it all into the van, and he took it all away for us.
3 bikes, 4 lawnmowers. Various.
There was an old chest of drawers that basically ended up in just slats of wood because he dismantled it and put it all on thing, and a great big unit.
Kitchen unit.
A kitchen unit as well, yeah.
Fishing rods.
Fishing rods. There was old rusty tools. There was just random bits of wood.
An electrical wire and plugs.
Oh yeah, for some reason there was a whole box of old electrical cables. It was weird, wasn't it? We found that when we put something in there or fetched something from in there before. But anyway, now our garage, there's a wooden ladder. There's a pneumatic car jack. There's a really, really old-fashioned Hoover, which we're going to see about whether the museum would like.
It's in a 1940s Electrolux, isn't it?
What else? There's a spin dryer that we're not sure what we're going to do with yet.
Oh, I don't know whether it works or not.
And so, yeah, what else have we kept? Oh, there's an antique dressing unit in there. But other than that, everything else is gone. And you could possibly get a car in it now.
You could have a dance.
Alternatively, we could house a goat in it. or 2 goats, as Judith suggested, because you've got to have one with company.
Well, yeah.
So have 2 goats. They would keep each other company, and brilliant for photographers. Job done. See. She works better with a friend by the side of me to encourage me.
Yeah, I agree there.
Oh no, I don't think I could keep chickens. There's too many cats around our way, isn't there? They'd be forever getting Yeah, but you say about working with a friend beside you. I tried to work beside you, and that doesn't help me.
Why not?
Because I just think, oh,
thanks a bunch.
no, I don't mean.
Yeah, the truth's coming out.
No, I don't really like that. It didn't let it come out wrong. It just sort of like I kept thinking, oh, you nearly had enough. Because when you've had enough, I can pack up as well. But the garden. We really need is someone who knows what they're doing to come in and give us a plan and maybe help us heavy duty clear some of it.
We'll have to get Charlie Dimmock.
Yeah.
Trouble is, you have to pay them a lot of money.
Well, when they come on that garden rescue programme, they go, so. This is Gloria and Tina's garden. They do that. They do a lot of work in the town locally. They were supporting groups like Chattis and Bloom, and they don't get a chance for their own garden. So we've come along to help them.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, they've got a budget of 50 quid. And the ones on there, they're like, they have a budget of £3,000. Can you imagine spending £3,000 on your garden? You'd have a coronary.
Yeah. I'd have a poor bank balance and all.
Yeah. It would be good, though, to have somebody come and just sort it out to start with. We need a new shed, first off. We need a better path, a wider path, so that you can walk down it without getting hit in the face with the washing. A wider path. And then you want a little area where you can grow your stuff. So the raspberries need going in proper rows, and I think they'd benefit from being in a raised bed, right? The rhubarb's all right. That grows all right round the post. I don't know why you've put that other random patch in over this side, but
it's coming along.
Yeah, but it's just random. You've got some rhubarb here, and then you've planted some alströmera here.
Yeah.
That's just random. There's no rhyme or reason to it.
That was the only place I'd got that ain't got full of weeds.
And then you want a nice little garden, a grass area, and then a little paved or decked area where we can have the tables and chairs out. Job's a good one. And somewhere, maybe even down the bottom, they could build me a hide where I could do my bird watching, my bird photography. So I'm not asking for much, am I? Not asking for much. Judith thinks it's a brilliant idea. Vicky said that sheds are really expensive. Our shed's been up years now, hasn't it? I think really it's only the cobwebs that's sort of holding it together. When you open it, to get the latch over, you actually have to lean on it to straighten it to undo the latch. Alan Titchmarsh would be better. I was surprised it was his birthday yesterday. He's knocking on a bit. He's 70, what did they say he was, 71?
I don't know.
Yeah, 71.
That's not old.
Anne thinks that sounds easy. Well, she's the one that finds weeding therapeutic. She can come round and sort it out for you.
She'll be here till next Christmas.
Oh, and the rest. It would take longer than that. It would take way longer than that.
Well, I want to spray it, but you wouldn't let me because of the birds.
Weed killer is an easy option, granted, but think of the damage you'll do to the wildlife.
What, and let them poop all over my washing?
They don't, not much.
Not much.
They do on my car, but that's fine. But I can't say I've seen it on the washing lately. Is it?
Going back to what?
Going back to painting the rest of my panels, as this is my last day of work. Good luck. I have loads of gardening books to give you inspiration. I used them when I was gardener from Bloom. You're welcome to look at them. No, it'd be a waste of time because it's like the gardening programmes on the telly.
We'd be looking at them books instead of being out on the garden.
That looks really good. We could do that. That's a brilliant idea. Like when I had the idea about 2 years ago that I was going to clear that bit where the raspberries are to build a water feature. A water feature, honestly. I'm as bad as you, Sue. Anne's fully employed weeding and washing flower pots. Yes.
Oh, well. I wonder where you got them from.
It's yeah, it's not so much as having the ideas, it's just having the capacity and the time to do stuff, isn't it? I think Sheila's joined us as well. Lovely to see you back live. Hi Sheila, thanks for joining us. Glad you're enjoying it. Weed killer is used in our garden and we have bird feeders as well. Don't tell her that, Judith. I'm trying to. We could make like I think it's something like 2 parts white vinegar, 1 part salt, and then that's supposed to work as a environmentally friendly weed killer. But Dad was a so and so. He was every time he went to Ely on the bus. I think he used to go to Wilkinson and he'd come back with one of the great big what were they Roundup, and he'd go out there and he'd be spraying away.
But it didn't do no good.
But yeah, exactly.
And then he motivated it and motivated all the weeds in.
Well, his argument to that was farmers don't go out and weed their fields; they spray it to kill it off, and then they rotivate them.
Yeah, but your dad didn't kill them off, did he?
Well, I don't know. So yeah, see, Sue's still on for her water feature in Chatteris. 15 years in Bloom's been going, and I think 15 years that's been a sole aim to get a water feature. And apparently there's still one for sale at wherever it is. Anta's vinegar takes longer. I don't know whether I dare let you loose with the weed killer. You see all my little birds like pecking at the weeds and stuff, and it's breeding season, isn't it? Can't have you poisoning my little birdies. I'm going to check what the ratio is of vinegar to salt, because we have put salt on them before. We put salt on the weeds at the side of the tea room.
Yeah.
And that killed them off.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it killed them permanently.
Well, no, it did.
Whether it got right down.
Other weeds come in a different place.
Oh, okay. So we could try that first before you go mad with the Roundup. Other varieties of weed killer are available. I'm not unless you want to do
salt and white vinegar.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No.
Salt kills the slugs as well. Michelle says, why can't Chatteris have a big water feature? Well, there's 3 main factors for it really. One is, where would it go? That's the first thing. The second thing is getting the water access to it. And the third thing is powering it, because obviously you have to have some sort of pump system to make the water go out. Terry's just joined us. Hello, just got in from the garden. Afternoon, Terry. Hope you're doing okay. Sue said eggshells for slugs. There's lots of solutions for slugs, isn't there? There's supposed to be sandpaper. If you put sandpaper around the top of your plant pots,
yeah, and next door, who used to live next door, used to put beer
and copper
in dishes. And they used to go in there and...
Yeah. Do you know what, though? That's a hell of a waste of beer, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't drink beer.
That would be just like... That's like sacrilege.
Mm.
It does seem a bit cruel, to be honest, but... a circle bed at Huntington Road. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of... The other thing you've got is health and safety, haven't you? Vicky said, it's lovely to see you, but it must go as she has crochet orders to do. Okay, Vic, thanks for joining us.
Bye, Vicky.
Stay safe and well. Catch up with you soon. People vandalising it. Yeah, that's another thing. Jan just said that you've got people vandalising it for the sake of vandalising it.
Like they did the bug houses.
Yeah, I don't know if those of you that saw, but there was a bug hotel made out of an old rabbit hutch down at the Pocket Park, and about 3 weekends ago it got damaged and smashed up, and Julie went down there and spent her time and spent her own resources fixing it and putting it back together again. And then the following weekend it was smashed up again, and they did it good and proper this time because they used all the wood to make a fire in the dry riverbed bit. I mean, seriously. It's quite out of the way down there, admittedly. There's no CCTV, whereas possibly there would be some around town. But even then, I mean, we've had stuff happen to In Bloom stuff before in town, and it's like, no, there's no clear CCTV image. All you can see is a person in a hoodie.
But it's the same with when they stole the flag off the at the War Memorial.
There's been flags taken at off the War Memorial on at least 3 occasions I can think of. There was the one that was used to cover the George Clare Memorial Stone before we did the unveiling. There was the one that was just before Remembrance when they took the flag of the Royal Anglian Regiment, ironically on the evening that the Royal Anglians were in the church doing a concert. And there was CCTV footage, but the police reckoned that they weren't clear enough images. And I was like, just give them to us, we'll put them on social media. Somebody's going to recognise the person, but they didn't want to know. They really, back to the police again. Back to the complete and utter shambles that is the local police. Vandalism is another issue. Sue says the water feature tap into county council lamppost for electric. We did talk about doing solar powered as well, I think, one time, but it's such a big thing, such a huge thing. I'm not sure if that's... Maybe we should do something like that for our 25th anniversary. We've got 9 years, 9 more years of In Bloom. Then we can do that when we've had enough time to sort it out. Oh, excuse me. How's the time? 3:20. It's gone quick, isn't it? What else have we got to share with these lovely people today?
Don't know.
Well, thank you for your input. That was most helpful.
Well, I want to see Anne with her plant pots, and I want to see what Anne's doing with them.
You want to see Anne with her plant pots, and you want to see what Anne's doing with them?
Yeah.
Do you mean Jan?
I mean Jan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jan. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's another thing, isn't it? The plant pot sculptures with In Bloom's got going on at the minute. Are any of you making one? Are you making a plant pot sculpture? Last time when I was talking about it, I couldn't say plant pot, could I?
No, you can say plump plot.
Plump plot. Plump plot. So, oh gosh, you're all coming in now. Jan and Anne have lots of ideas. Yes, I've heard about your multiple ideas. I know somebody else has got, excuse me, quite a lot of ideas coming together. Is there anyone else that's on here that's making a plant pot sculpture for the In Bloom competition? We feel as though we should do one for the tea room, didn't we? But we just...
We're too busy weeding.
we don't really know what to do and where to put it or where we're going to get time for it because we've got so many other jobs on the agenda at the moment. Sue's making one for the BP garage, a flamingo.
Well,
you do surprise me.
Yes, don't you just?
And a farmer for Wenny Roundabout. Hopefully we're going to have lots of diverse things around town. Hopefully it's really captured people's imagination. I think we've got more feedback from this one than we did when we did the scarecrow competitions. I think, which is good, because I think actually is this more difficult to make sculptures than it is just to shove some stuff in some clothes and make a scarecrow. I don't know, but it seems on the face of it, I know we haven't got any official entries yet, or not that I'm aware of, but this seems to really have captured people's imagination, and we seem to have quite a lot of stuff happening for this, so that's quite good.
Well, I've supplied 3 people with plant pots. You've
given out about, what, 400 plant pots? Yeah. And we've still probably got that amount in the greenhouse. So if anybody does want any plant pots...
All the smallish ones are gone now, though, isn't they? I've got a few left. But
apparently we've got 5 official entry forms back so far. So that's good. That's good.
5 forms back.
Yeah. I mean, that's not including the ones that we know of that are doing things. There's somebody, Heather Johnson, she's making some for In Bloom as well. She's got lots and lots of ideas. She's making some for us around the town.
She's doing an elephant, isn't she?
Don't tell everybody, they're secret.
Oh, sorry.
It's a secret.
Sorry, you didn't hear that, did you?
She's got lots of ideas, and some of those we'll hopefully be able to position around the town in the communal areas.
Does Sue need some more forms?
I don't know.
Well, she's just got forms.
That's because she was correcting her spelling mistake from there, where it said firms. But I got that anyway, so I said it was...
Right.
My hands are really sore. I got attacked by the neighbour's lalandi trees when we were cutting them back, because the branches were coming quite a way over on our side. And I went out there, and there was Mother brandishing the loppers, and I was like, oh, give us some here. And then I got the saw out as well, the tree saw, and I took some quite big ones off, didn't I? Which I was a bit wary about, because obviously the birds are nesting at the moment, but I don't think I took anything too... they were just ones that were side branches that were just a bit... and I got I don't know, it seemed to look, my hands all red blotchy. It's really sore, and I ended up with loads of like splintery bits in my fingers as well. I think I counted 8, did I say? So anyway, yeah, that's why we can't make plant pot sculptures, because we've got so much other stuff to do, like cutting down other people's trees and
well, she got a couple of cowboys to cut them down, but they only made a bodge above it, didn't they?
Well, that was last year, yeah, and they didn't finish it properly, so...
No.
But anyway, so it's getting a little bit near time now. We've only got about 5 minutes left. So, just moved that too far. Have you got anything else? Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I do. I dropped some off at and intended next time to go around all shops. Mrs. confirm that too, but I'll do it till they're open. Judith said that her husband has said that Roundup won't hurt the birds, and vinegar and salt will take about a week to kill the weeds. I might let you use weed killer then.
Thank God
Not
for
just
that.
On the basis of Judith's husband, but I'll look.
Oh, he knows. Yeah, I'll take notice of him.
Right. Okay. Just because, if it's a case of like that, or getting nagged about how the state of the garden is, I'd rather her just go and spray it, to be honest.
I can't get it to work.
What have you done with it then?
I don't know.
He's got an allotment. The allotment people know everything. They do. It's a thing. They have allotments and they know stuff.
Yeah, well, my dad did, didn't he?
Right. Okay then.
He had 3 allotments.
Fair enough. You see, how do people manage with allotments? I've seen the allotments down at Honeysome. I mean, and they are immaculate, most of them. How do people manage to keep them like that? I would just...
Yeah, but it's lovely soil. They're honest some anyway.
She said, well, they think they do. That's just men in general, though, let's be honest. There's still 5 biscuits left. We did quite well. I thought we were gonna empty them all, but
I had me dinner.
yeah, I know we did, but
and
that
then
was
I had a pear.
Pear of what?
A pear.
A pair of pears.
That's the only fruit I'll eat.
That's not very good. I didn't have anything, but then I had a salad. So yeah, we're about winding up for today now. It's getting on for 3:30, so we've whittled on for a whole hour. Not that it feels like it. What did we cover today? A lot of gardening today. And a bit of food. I love this. Going to tune in more often. Thank you. The thing is, next month, if next month happens, it will probably be the last one. Because we'll probably be back at work then, so I don't know whether we'll get to do any more Company and Cake live. We can't do them from the tea room because I don't have decent enough internet access, I don't think. Although I could try.
Well, we do it in the tea room, don't we?
Yeah, we do it actually, like with real people and real tea and cake. Jan said that Jeanette's garden is the size of allotment and she is starting from scratch. Oh, I don't envy that at all.
Ours is absolutely huge, isn't it?
It is pretty big, yeah. I don't even know how big to say it would be. Mahoosive, I think.
Well, it touches the fence at the bottom of James Gage Close.
Yeah. Yeah, it reaches all the way down to James Gage Close, if that makes any help to anyone. It's about, what, twice as wide as this room. And all the way down to James Gage Close. And it's horrible.
And you can't grow root vegetables.
Why do you want to grow vegetables?
Well, you got to put something in, ain't you?
Yeah, but you put like low covering shrub and things, like, so you don't have to do anything. Root vegetables, you have to plant them every year, you have to weed around it, you have to rotate the stock the next year so that
and
you
then
don't
go down Jack's and buy them.
Well, yeah. It's just, I don't see the point in growing vegetables and stuff because it takes too much effort. If you're retired and you've got all that time and that's your only like pleasure in life, hats off to you. But trying to grow,
I think they are as long as Wenny.
Trying to run,
don't you?
Oh yeah, I would. Yeah, Sue's garden's pretty long.
Yeah,
and I would say it's probably about as long as that, but ours is a bit wider. Bit not much, but probably a bit wider. Yeah, houses had long garden years ago because that was people. It was like the good life, wasn't it? Everybody was Tom and Barbara. Although, yeah, we've never been able to grow very good root veg because what they did when they built these was they put all of the rubble, all of the crap and the stones and all the stuff from building all the others on the yard and then just chuck some muck on the top.
You're on my side garden, you can only get...
Yeah, and fork on it only goes down about that.
6 inches. But it don't stop the bloody grape hyacinths from spreading everywhere.
No, great. Yeah, but the good thing about them is they do look pretty.
Yeah, well,
that bit down the bottom, just near the garage, I mean, it's an absolute heathen wild. There's nothing much there apart from, well, there were brambles until we cleared them. But those grape hyacinths now, they look really pretty.
How did they get down there, though?
I tell you how, because when you were digging them up, you were so-and-so for filling the bucket up and then just leaving the bucket. And then you perhaps leave the bucket a bit down the garden or you tip it out down the garden and then they grow again.
I didn't tip them down the garden.
You must have done at some point.
No, I didn't.
Jan says her soil has too much clay.
Yeah, ours has, Jan.
Kelvin said they used to have livestock and allotment, grow your own fruit veg. Yeah. Yeah, they were big gardens for people to be practical. but they're not. That's not necessary nowadays. Gardens are nowadays are meant to be ornamental, so you can sit and relax in them and take photographs of birds and things. That's pretty much our house is, Judith. She's put her mum and dad's garden down Delve was all brick and rubble under the earth, and Dad used to say it needs a bomb on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do with one of them. In fact, I did say last time, didn't I, about just bulldozer in it. We could do that. Take it all with a bulldozer and then just put some fresh soil down. Top membrane as well. I mean, it's only a small job, and then we can do all the other jobs that I said about new shed. We could have a summer house as well, and a pond, and then I'll have a hide down the bottom so I can do the birds. Little paved area for sitting and having the barbecue. Job's a good one, isn't it? When you're around it all brick and rubble. Yeah, I think that's a lot of the older places have all been done the same way, whereas I'm guessing newer developments they maybe don't do that now. Primarily though, because I don't suppose they really build gardens on newer properties, do they? In such the same way.
You get just enough room for a rotary washing line.
Well, yeah, where Mrs. Munns lives at Thorowfields, she's got a pavilion, which is basically a tiny little garden shed, and then a washing line, and that's about it, isn't it? So, Jan said, have to say goodbye as Oakley's arrived and Annie's outside in the cold with him. Need to take a turn. Thanks for the chat. Take care. Thanks ever so much, Jan.
Thanks,
take care.
Jan.
See you soon. In fact, it's nearly past now. Oh, it's gone past now. So we need to get it done before you open in May. She's funny. She's funny.
Yeah.
We've been trying to get the garden round since, since forever.
Yeah.
I
don't think it's
46 years we've lived in this house. I haven't, because I'm not quite that old yet.
You were born here.
I was born here, so.
Well, not here, but in March.
Oh yeah, I was born whilst you moved here and then I was born. Sue's off now. I meant to go early, but you were enjoying it, so thanks. Thanks, Sue. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for your input. Anne's been listening while she was watching Oakley. Thanks a lot, Alison. Nice to have you with us. See you soon. Quickly then, hopefully we'll do one next month. That'll be our last one. It'll be on the 5th, I think it is, of May. Originally, I was going to not be here that day, but that's changed now. Yeah, Wednesday the 5th of May, hopefully be the next one. I originally, I'd booked to go to the Raptor Centre on the 5th of May.
Yeah.
But we've just found out that because they're not allowed to do their flying displays yet, there's not a lot of point in us going. So that's what that message just kept pinging up. That was the Camera Club girls. We've got to reschedule it. So we will be here hopefully on the 5th of May. But there will be some updates on the page in between now and then. So
bye, Judith.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Yeah, we look forward to the next one as well. Thanks for everyone's input, your comments and your conversation. Hopefully next time we'll have some proper cake. And we'll be getting a bit more back to normal.
No, 46 isn't old. Is it?
No.
No, Michelle, it's not old.
Definitely not old. Definitely not old. So, thanks everyone. We'll catch up with you soon. Take care, stay safe and stay well. And we'll catch you next time on the Old Bakery Company and Cake Live.